So I have to admit, when I was first asked to do a review about one of my favourite books, I thought to myself, how on earth am I going to choose? There are so many great books out there with so many great ideas. Should I choose this one? What about this one? Or this one? Or this one? This one's also really good. Oh, I really like this one. I know, this one. In the end, I decided to choose this one, The Advice Trap by Bungay Stanier. Now, this is a book that I've referred to and sourced content from in many of my workshops around feedback and coaching conversations. And what I really love about it is that it's really practical, but it's also really engaging and entertaining. So it makes this conversation about being more coach-like and rushing to giving advice and telling people all of the answers a lot more fun. Now, one of the really fun parts about the book is that it talks about the idea that we all have an advice monster inside of us. And if we're not careful, the advice monster takes control of our bodies and we end up just telling everybody what they should do all of the time. And this advice monster has 3 different personas. Number 1 is Tell It. Now, what Tell It believes is that if I don't have the answers, then what good am I to the business? What did they hire me for? They hired me for what I know. I have to have all the knowledge. I have to have all the answers. I must tell them what they need to do. Persona number 2 is Save It. Never fear. Save It is here. I must rescue them from all of the mistakes that they're going to make. If I don't rescue everybody, we'll be doomed. Now, the third persona that your advice monster can take on is Control It. Now, have you done the thing? Check. Have you done that other thing? Check. Now, Frank, I've asked you multiple times to do exactly what I say. Have you done your thing? Check. Now, what you need to understand is that I need to be in control at all times. That's the only way to make sure that we all succeed. One of my other favourite parts of the book is this idea that when you constantly give each other advice and you tell them what they should be doing, you're essentially saying that they're not capable enough, smart enough, talented enough, courageous enough. You see, your advice monster thinks that you're better than the other person. Now, as well as being entertaining at times, the book is also full of some great tips and strategies for staying curious just a little bit longer and rushing to advice giving a little bit slower. Now, to share a real life example, last year I ran some workshops on feedback and coaching skills, and I shared some of the insights in this book. And of the 90 or so leaders that came along to the workshop, every single one of them got an aha moment when they thought about the advice monster and the different personas that show up for them. Each and every one was like, oh, I thought just one of those was relevant to me, but actually I've realized that all 3 show up from time to time. So if you're a manager or a leader who wants to become more coach-like in your approach, as Bungay Stanier would say, then I would absolutely recommend this book. Thanks for watching. I'm Leisa Molloy, and I love helping leaders to get better at feedback conversations. This is definitely a book I'd recommend to help you do exactly that. If you want to learn more about the tools and resources and books that I recommend, then visit my website and sign up to my monthly newsletter. Now, have you done the thing? Check.